Hi there, welcome back to your math workshop for today. So today we're going to be working on using a number line to represent fractions. So I've written a number line up here. We have from 0, 1 to 2. So we're going to imagine that this number line here are two city blocks. So from the number 0 to 1, we have one city block. From 1 to 2, we have another city block. Okay. Now let's imagine this. We have a little ant that's hanging out here at 0 at our city block. He's resting. He's decided, you know what? I need to get from this side all the way to the other side I need to go 2 blocks, but I'm tired, so I can only move a half a block at a time. All right, so say this little ant starts off here at 0 and he goes half a block. Where does he land? Yeah, so he's gonna land about here. Now, how would we represent that he's moved half a block? How could we write that? Yeah, we could say 1/2 or 1/2, right? So he's gone half a block. He's resting, he needs to take a break. But then he's like, you know what? I'm ready to keep going. I'm gonna go another half a block. Where does he land? Yeah, he lands here at the line with the 1. So he's gone another half block. How could we represent that he's gone 2 half blocks? How could we write that? We could say 2/2 because he's gone 2 half blocks, right? He's gone 1/2 and then a second half, 2 halves. All right, he's taking a breath, he's ready to go. He's like, all right, gonna go another half block. Goes another half block, he lands about here. How could we represent how many half blocks he's traveled altogether? If he starts here, he goes 1/2, then 2 halves, and then he lands on, yes, 3 halves. So he's gone 3 half blocks, or 3/2. All right, now he's like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm gonna go all the way. So he goes another half block, and he lands here at the 2. How would we represent how many half blocks he's gone so far? He's gone 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves, and that's right, 4 halves. All right, so he's gone 4 half blocks. So does it make sense that if he lands on the 2, that it's labeled as 4/2? What does that mean? Well, we know that there are 2 halves in each city block, right? And then we have to go 2 blocks, so altogether there are 4 halves, right? Okay, yes, so that's why we say 4/2. All right, so let's go back. So we're gonna go back here to our 0. So at the beginning of the number line where the ant first started, imagine that when he's still sitting here, he's thinking about how many city blocks he needs to go and how many he's gone. So if he's just hanging out here, how many half blocks has he gone? Yeah, he's gone 0, right? So how could we represent this with a fraction if he's gone 0? Well, since he's not gone anywhere, we could say he's gone 0 half blocks, right? So the numerator up here tells us how many he's traveled, and this means how far he's going, right? So he's going half blocks, and that's how many he's traveled. All right. So here's another one. We're gonna look at this number line again. So we've got another little ant. He's like, I don't know if I wanna go half blocks at a time. I think I wanna go shorter distances. I wanna try just 1/3 of a block at a time. So he starts off here at 0. Remember, this is 1 block and this is 2 blocks. So he starts off at 0. This little ant's like, I'm just gonna travel 1/3 of a block and then rest. So if he travels 1/3 of a block, where does he land? It's gonna be about here, right? How would we represent that he's traveled 1/3 of a block? How could we label that? Yeah, with 1/3, like 1/3, 1/3. And then he's like, I'm rested, gonna go another 1/3. Where does he land? Yeah, he lands about here. So now that he's traveled another 1/3 of a block, how could we label this? He's gone 1/3 and then 2/3, right? Rested, he's ready to keep going. He lands here at this 1 on the number line. He's gone a whole city block, but he's traveling at thirds. So how could we represent, how many thirds has he gone if he hits 1 city block? He's traveled 3/3. All right, he keeps going. He gets another third and he lands at 1, 2, 3. How many thirds has he traveled now? 4/3. And if he keeps going another third, how many thirds will he have traveled? That's right, 5/3. And then he gets all the way here to the end. He's gone 2 whole city blocks and he's traveled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/3. Right? So again, let's go on back to the beginning. Let's think about this. If he hasn't gone anywhere before he even started, he's at 0, right? How many thirds has he moved? He's moved 0/3 altogether, right? So as you're working on your worksheets today, you'll notice that you have several number lines that look just like these. So on the first worksheet, your ant is going to be traveling 1/2, just like we did here. So you're going to make sure to label it with half blocks as he moves. On the second page, you'll notice that the ant moves 1/3 of a block at a time. So you're going to be labeling it just like we did down here. So some other lines that you have, at one point the ant will be moving 1/4 of a block. So you're going to make sure to label him moving 1/4 at a time. He's also going to move 1/8 of a block at a time. And he's going to be moving 1/6 of a block at a time. So remember, as you're labeling, you want to also label these whole numbers here. So making sure to label them with fractions as well, just like we did here. All right, good luck, have fun, and I can't wait to see you next time.